3 words that best describe the cohort.
If I had to summarize in 3 words,
I think 3 words for me: clarity, empowerment, motivation.
transformational for sure.
Very, very exciting, informative and insightful. Learning, community and people.
Introductions that are actually valuable to me. Transformative, wholesome, homey.
Perspective, knowledge and network.
Warm and affectionate energy all around.
Community, cheerleading for you. Warm, fuzzy, approachable.
The hard thing about hard paths in life, like entrepreneurship, is creating a community that takes away the loneliness of the journey, right? And we built Rebalance with that in mind. So the Accelerator program has hosted about 150 founders. Apart from just raising capital, it's about being part of a larger community that supports each other. Truly what an accelerator can bring to you is infinite access. So the way we've designed the program is one-to-one interaction. We're really happy most of the startups who do apply actually value this aspect of the program.
It has been one of the best accelerators I have been a part of so far. It's been very hands-on, which I like. Like, there's been a lot of touch points, there's been a lot of conversation, and there's been a lot of interaction and introductions to advisors, which is nice.
With the kind of stellar impression that Rebalance has, would be a great cohort, particularly for, I feel, startups which are at their early stage, like we are. It's great to have perspective.
My experience at Rebalance has been very empowering for me. They have really understood what I'm making. There are certain blind spots I feel I have, so they take those points out and they explain it and they put it with such great clarity. And it really helps, especially because I have not gone to the market yet.
It's been really, informative and really transformational for us.
The one thing that really stood out to me about both Vikas and Aishwarya is access. And I think that's where Aishwarya and Vikas are really different, because they put in so much time and effort to each and every company. I also love how their criticism is never myopic. They're always keeping everything in mind and trying to make sure that it's an inclusive criticism, right? So they're trying to make sure how we think as founders and how they think as VCs, and then give us like their perspective in the end.
First, I think meeting other women who are building across a plethora of subjects is super humbling, right?
We are meeting investors also, but we are meeting founders also, so we get the insight from both the ends.
I think since 2019 to now, there's been a 233% increase in the number of applications we receive every single year, which means more and more women are starting up. And even cooler is that we're seeing a lot more women now starting up in heavy industries. So we've got women applying in biotech, drones, advanced materials. And it's really, really great to see that shift that has happened in the last few years since the time when we actually started building it to today.
At the current stage, we have been part of multiple accelerators, but what is missing most of the times is the personal touch and really being involved in decision making as well. And Aishwarya was really kind to help us out in terms of understanding like very key insights which people generally don't give to you. Connecting to the right folks in those firms is also very, very essential. So I think the Rebalance team was actually able to whip up a really good list of one-to-one connects.
I think one thing that actually spoke out to me was the way that Rebalance pushes women entrepreneurs. And I think we just love that thing. For me as a woman, I can speak.
Conversations with Aishwarya and Vikas are really, really enriching because it almost feels like you have a friend or an inside person in the VC ecosystem, and that's like a great advice for early startups like us. Importance of choosing people over capital. I think there were a lot of sessions and our conversations on that as well.
Very grateful for all of the folks that have actually been the reason why Rebalance has come this far. And every year when we host the batch, we just look back at how far we've come and are also grateful for all of the people who made it happen for us.
was a very interesting session with the current cohort, and I wish the team all the luck and the power to keep scaling.
I think I truly believe in the mission which Rebalance is pursuing. Aishwarya and Vikas are fabulous people. They're just so committed to the mission that it's a pleasure to know them and work with them.
Responsive, always positive and upbeat. I think someone who makes sure they keep you posted on how the companies are doing. Because normally very often you invest and forget. I think they manage to make sure they make the relationship sticky.
The intention is to create access, right? Which is really difficult when you start out for the first time, to the right people. Also to folks that you otherwise naturally cannot meet in very warm settings. So the mission to see more women deploying capital and raising capital is truly coming alive.